Nobody's even here, and there's 13 of you. What's going on? And they leave. It's my face. An ugly man has arrived. Let's not watch him. See how it is. Not that ugly, I think. What's going on, random people? What am I working on? I'm working on my table saw out so I can rip down some boards for some projects I got going on. Got some new bookends I'm working on for Berserk. Which one do you guys like better? This one or this one? My wife came up with this one, I did this one. So, got these guys going. So I gotta make some bases for these and start putting those together. And I got two more bookends that I need to get the back cut for, but I think I have this one. The one on the right. My right hand. Yeah. The one my wife did, the darker one. I haven't made a cutting board. I haven't worked with a lot of hard woods just because it's expensive. Cutting boards are one of those things where they're cool. There's so many people making them. I like a little bit more. It's artistic. It takes a lot to make really cool ones, but it's not really my bag, you know. It's not fun for me. That's what I'm saying. Right. So these are too thin. That's too thin. Let's see what this is. See if this works. Oh, these work. Okay, sweet. So, yes, these guys, grimoires from Black Clover I'm making. So, but yeah, what's going on? And I'm working on my sign tonight. This is gonna be the Staff Shop sign. Got this made yesterday. That's gonna go on there. My logo. So I got some boards to rip down and make cool. So first I gotta see how wide I need it to be. So you guys can see a little better. I'm gonna make a base for these guys. Thank you. Yeah. Make a base for these. I want it to be a little bit bigger, so I kind of gotta figure out how big I want it to be. I'm gonna rip it down and have 4 bases to make. I'm stain them black. And then I'm from Ohio, so I'm going on my uh, going on my sign. It's gonna be a. You can't see the cutout, but there's Ohio is sketched onto here, so I'm gonna cut that out, get that stained black. And I don't think I have the wood for it, but I gotta get the second piece of this sword built. Right now it's just a slab. Oh, it's. I gotta get the top of it, so it's whoop, done. Now I gotta drill a hole through the handle, and I'm gonna put a piece of steel up into here so you can pick it up without breaking the handle off. But all the fun stuff. So all the random projects. The sword's not really priority. That's more of a I want it. So get that. I think the bases take priority. I think I want it to be a 1/2 inch. So 7 inches. Gotta make them perfect. What's everybody else getting into on this beautiful Friday? I decided I'm only gonna do lives on Fridays right now, because I got so much stuff going on. Let me move you. I got so much stuff going on. Friday definitely works best. Got my doors open, so. Where you put my push stick at? There it is. Go. That's good. Bring you back inside. This guy, I'm excited about this. My big old sign that's being made. And the other half of this wood here is going to be used for a sled on my table saw. I got all the projects going on right now. So fancy. Those guys are right there. I need to cut the ends for these guys. Spit in it? What am I spitting in? Huh? What am I gonna spit in, Michael? Might kick you. That's what I'll do. I'll kick you. Oh, spit on the sign? Well, that's my sign. I'll spit on it. Why would I not? How else would anybody know it's mine? Oh, yeah? I'll check them out. For sure. You guys hear the football game going on over on the high school? It's pretty loud here. Let's see what we got. Perfect. Yeah, I'll check it out, dude. I'll probably get up here in a little bit. Maybe play some video games. See, I'm feeling got a lot of building to do. There we go. You know what? Probably not in the video games. Now I think about it. Never mind. Alright. Will do. I'll hit you up in a little bit. Alright. Now I gotta move all this stuff. I just moved it over here, now I gotta move it around. Ridiculous. Tiny shop problems. It's alright. As soon as my battery's charged up some more, I can use my jigsaw. Start cutting that Ohio out. Gotta get this base cut as well. Should toss this stuff over here. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Got all these tape measures over here for no reason. Get these junky clamps out, but they do the job, so. Little bit of glue. You gotta peel the boogers off the end of the glue. And flick it around. And then I'm gonna glue this guy up here. It's so loud tonight with the high school game going on, high school football game going on right down the street. It's so loud. It's also nice sometimes. Just be able to listen to that. Small town Friday night football games. Anybody got fun plans for the weekend? Especially October. Time to start getting some Halloween stuff up, right? I gotta get the rest of my stuff up tomorrow. I also gotta work. Gotta work my second job. There we go. Alright. I'll let that dry up. I'll let that dry. And then I'm gonna shave this round, and that'll be like the spine of a book. And give it a stain to match the green here, and make a base for it. And these are the grimoires from Black Clover. So if you like anime, it's from that, from my anime. Been a long week, tell you what. Let's see there. His key foot. Pipe clamps. It's time to make a spaghetti. Need my Christmas gift to myself, more clamps. I need more. So this Christmas, that's what I'm gonna get myself. I say Christmas, I mean Black Friday. I'm gonna go to Home Depot and buy all the clamps. It's usually a pretty good deal on that stuff for Black Friday. Smells like cigarettes. I mean, somebody's close to here smoking because none of us smoke. And I don't like that. Live next to a church as a parking lot. And I hate when people are right there. They're like right over there. There we go. Number 2. All glued up. Put it over here to dry. Ooh, I also need to use, while my table saw's out, I'm going to turn $5.75 into $50. Actually, it's gonna be like $12.75 into $50 from this 2x6 sitting down here. Make 2 shelves, floating hardware. I'm gonna make that common pine into a nice expensive shelf. So that's gonna be a video coming up this weekend. That's what I'm gonna do this weekend. Making cheap wood into expensive furniture. That's the stuff right there. So my wife bought these shelves off of Amazon. They're like $80 for 2 floating shelves with some brackets. I was like, shit, I can make that. So I built a jig for my router so I can mortise in the brackets to make it floating. So I made this guy. And now I just need to mill down, cut that 2x6 down to its length, trim the edges so they're not rounded how they usually come, and shove it through my thickness planer, just bring it down a little bit, and we're good. So, be a very simple process. But now that those 2 are out of the way, now I can get the bases done going for this. So, I think I'm gonna make it the same. Yeah, I'm gonna make them the same length, as tall as these are, which is 9 inches. But I'm just gonna go ahead and mark it like that. It's simple. Super simple. I'm pretty sure they just said 46-0 for my hometown team here. So these children's games are crazy. What's going on? What's up? I made this for Berserk. It's a bookend. So see what I mean? Putting these together. I think they're pretty neat. I'm gonna be selling these at an anime convention, like a small one coming up in November. So I'm kind of getting my stock for everything up. Go. See this? We're gonna keep it. Nice. Yo, what's going on? I've decided I'm only doing Friday nights right now for lives, just because life's so busy. So, one live a week, one video, and I'm gonna try and get my shorts up. So, I'm in the process of making some new bookends. So, I'm gonna put an edge on this and make it all black. Right? It is so busy right now, and I got a new heart monitor on for a little bit, so it's gonna take it a little easier. This for a little bit. Switch this guy out. So, oh, do you have to check that out? I have to check it out for sure. I'll look at it right when I get off of here. Did you ever? I posted on like the Patreon where I thought I sent it to you. Were you able to get to the Discord? Right. Oh yeah, I went to the hospital for 2 days this week. Here I am, kicking, doing stuff. What am I looking for? I'm looking for pliers. Maybe a giant adjustable wrench. Here, we'll use this. Why not? Oh yeah? What's going on, peoples? No, this ain't gonna fit. Never mind, this ain't gonna fit. Maybe these will, these dikes. Yeah, I put the Discord info for you in the thing. I noticed I haven't seen anybody in there. So, but yeah, how's the remodeling going? This. Trying to figure out what kind of angle I want to put on this. Maybe this one. Just want to make it a nice fancy little edge. Yeah, remodels can be tough. They can be tough, that's for sure. I don't know how the wrench went to adjust this, so I gotta use these dikes. So, there we go. I need to get me more router bits. Also, she didn't want a new shower valve put in. She just wanted the old one, so probably get a new cartridge or something for it if it's not giving you hot water. Why? You just cut, solder in the new one, and you're good to go because it comes with the. If you got trim, it came with the trim. Yeah. Well, depending on which one it is, if you look at it like Moen, Delta, Moen, Delta, Kohler, they have really good warranties. So if you call, you can call them like, yo, it's not working. They'll get you a new cartridge. But if you're not getting, if it's like old, might suck to replace it. I'm a plumber. That's like what I do all day. But it might suck. Yeah, I would just. I mean, is it you got the surround and everything in there already? So you just have the valve poking through for the handle to go on. I was saying if it's still open, cut that sucker out. Like, did you get a new valve with the trim? I mean, sweating it up's pretty simple. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, going to galvanized. When I go to galvanized, I use Mega Press, and a special fit is like a special shark bite. Oh, not a shark bite. Well, there's a special shark bite you can get for it for one. I also use Mega Press for a lot of that stuff too. I hope she likes cold showers. I heard it's healthy for you. That's what you tell her. You're gonna do a cold plunge every day. You're gonna get the soap out of your hair really quick. If you want warmth, get done quicker. Yeah, I would go through the other side of the wall, make an access, cut that crap out, shark bite it, put it all together. New shower valve. Why keep an old one? It's easy to replace it. It's a nice, simple edge. What up with those? Let's have them. They're over here. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You gotta save money where you can, but if you get the cartridge out, see if you can go buy one. Take it to Lowe's or something. You said did you take the cartridge to places to see? There they are. Found them. Let's see if it. Yeah, look at that. See, that's gonna look nice. Have a nice edge on it. Be flat up against the back. And then this is gonna go all black. It's gonna go all black. Just a simple base. So I've decided to start making plaques, kind of like a board like this, with custom laser engraving, and I can take orders for like sports teams and stuff. I think that's gonna be a good way to make money with woodworking. Alright, I'm gonna do this one too. Yep, nice simple edge. That's what I want. I just want something. I don't know if you like anime, Berserk. Been around for like 30 years. It's really good. It came out in 97, I think. It's so good. And that's what this is for. So it needs to be like classic and simple at the same time. But Berserk's a pretty dark anime, so. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to order a bunch of little brass plates. I've got a laser engraver that's strong enough to engrave the names and stuff on them. And that's what I was thinking. I'm trying to figure out, because I've been building stuff I want to build, and then I'm like, hey, hopefully somebody else likes this. So now I'm like, okay, I need to build something like pretty simple that people will order. Everybody needs some kind of trophy or something. If I could pump out like laser engraved personalized plaques for $12 a piece, you know, that's not with a metal plate. If it's just laser engraved, stained, and just nice, then I can pump out some money there. If somebody's ordering 50 of them, guys, you know. What am I looking for? Sand dune block. What is it? A piece of sandpaper. But yep, I'm always trying to figure out new stuff. What I can, cause I want to build what I want to build, but I also need to find something that sells all the time too, so I can pump out a bunch of them at once, make money doing it. I'm just trying to figure out what woodworking stuff that I am capable of making that I can get out, sell, and not get sick of. What can I do to get me full-time home doing it? So, yeah. Yep, exactly. No, I get it. Yeah, that's why I was thinking $12 still custom. Maybe not $12, maybe a little bit more. But custom stuff that everybody wants. Everyone wants something customized. Everybody wants something cheap. So laser engraved plaques that somebody can afford, and it's something I can sell local. Instead of having to sell it on Etsy or something, I can sell it local, and people can just come to my doorstep and pick up their packages. You know what I mean? There's people that sell T-shirts and stuff all the time. I can go ahead and sell custom trophies and plaques and stuff. There we go. That is so good. Yep, that's why I'm making these guys. That's why I'm making stuff like this that I want. You know. And so I'm also going to take some wood and make shelves. I mean, shelves are super easy to make. Make shelves, and people can buy 2 shelves for $50. I can make a kit. Get the hell out of here. Everybody wants floating shelves. You know, simple floating shelves. Yeah. Right now, I really want to make. I like golf, even though I haven't went that much this year. So I wanted to make a plaque that holds a ball, and it's somebody can place their ball. For the first time, they kept a ball the whole 18 holes, which I don't think I have not kept one ball the whole round of golf. Haven't done it. That's my goal. I don't care about the score. I just want to keep the same ball. So I want to make a plaque for like the ball that lasted a whole round of golf or something like. I'm 33. Hey, I can drink beer at 9 in the morning. I can tell my friends they're all losers, and I can smack a ball in the woods, and nobody makes fun of me. I used to skateboard, but I keep breaking shit, so now I can't. So. And every time I try a new sport, I get messed up. So. All right. Well, let's just sit there. You know, just. I can smack a ball pretty good. I think it's a good skill to know. Yeah, my knees. Yeah, I'm breaking down. That's why golf is so good, because you know it's low impact, and I can go to the old people tees and tee off there. I just sold my fishing pole because I haven't fished in over 5 years, and I had a pretty nice setup, so I got some money out of that. And my kids are young, and when they want to go fishing, I don't get to go fishing. I stand next to them and make sure they're not doing dumb shit, and they go fishing. So I've accepted that I probably won't go fishing. I dented it for a while, and if I have time to fish, I'd rather golf. And hunting's fun, but it's not really my sport. I don't know. It's fun, but it isn't like, oh my god, I go hunting. All my friends do that. I mean, I live in the country, so all my friends go hunting, but I'd rather go to a field and shoot and stuff. But honestly, my pastime is right here. So if I got free time to go hunting and golfing, it means I got time to go in the workshop and build stuff. I belong in the woods and forest too, but like in a clearing with a big house in the middle of it where nobody can bug me, and I can have a shop like this one out there. And I was looking at houses in Maine, so I live in Ohio, but I was like, you can be a nice big Victorian house from Maine for less than $400,000. I was like, man, I need to move to Maine. Get me a little wooded piece. Yeah. Nowadays, you tell people you like guns and stuff, you might get like one of these. So you like killing things? He's a murderer. I thought he was nice. He was the IT guy, and he's a murderer. I got people, when I walk into people's houses, plumbing, they'll be like, you see what that son of a bitch did to our country? I'm like, I don't watch politics. Every single one of them wants to tell you who they voted for some reason. Yeah, I don't tell people a lot of my hobbies besides woodworking, so. Like, oh, here, no, I like to go shooting and stuff. They look at you like you're a piece of shit. So I just don't. Oh yeah, I'm in Ohio. I'm right next to you. So yeah, we're constitutional carry state. So I got my CCW. I got that stuff like before we became a constitutional carry. which I do think it would be smart to learn all of the laws that pertain to it. That's where like a CCW class really helps out. So I even think, even with it being, and you know, I can go to 36 states with my gun. So even if you live in a place like that, it's still good to get your CCW or CHL handgun license. Now they just need, I don't know if they ever passed it, but they were trying to pass something to where like I could drive through New York, and if I get pulled over, I won't go to prison for having a gun. It'd be nice to be able to pass through states that don't allow guns, even though you're not staying there at all, you're just passing through. Be able to take your firearm with you. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's, I mean, I'm right there with you. It's, we live in a weird world. No. I always just keep my mouth shut. I don't even watch news or nothing. My wife's like, do you see what happened? I'm like, I don't know. I don't care. Why would I care? For one, I can't do anything about it. Two, just let me know when shit pops off, and then I'll care, you know? But until then, don't care. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I look at the weather, and that's where my news ends. They're still wrong anyway, so I don't even look at that half the time. There we go. Think I should stay in the bottom too, or just the top? All right. Yeah, that's I wouldn't go to Chicago without it. Shit. If my kids are with me, I'm carrying. Because I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna hurt you very quickly. I'm not gonna fight you with my kids near me. My kids aren't with me, I'll fist fight somebody, but if my kids are with me, nope, not happening. And Chicago kind of sucks. You know what? I went to Pennsylvania like 5 years ago, maybe a little bit. Right? I went to Pennsylvania like 5 years ago to help remodel a lake house. And we stayed there for a week. And we were at the lake house pretty late. And all I see is the cab light come on to the car that we're using, the rental car. I was like, oh shit, somebody's stealing my tools. So I run outside with my little 9mm. Big old bear trying to get the pizza in the car. Scared the shit out of me. Just me and my cousin standing there with our little handguns. I'm like, this thing, get back in the house, get back in the house. Pushing them back in the house because I was the first one out. Oh my gosh. That's when I wish it. Now. Yeah, they don't care about this. Now, if I go somewhere like that, AR. Yep. My AR pistol. That's what I take with me now. I don't need no handgun. Me and my buddies, we all went to Tennessee. Our families all went to Tennessee together. And we got there, we're unloading. My buddies are like, check this out. We all go to each other's trunks and just pulling out guns. Like, okay, this bear is going to be screwed if he comes over here. It is nice. But yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen a bear, like, besides at the zoo. And on the way back to the place we were staying, counted like 11 bears. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got what is it? No, it's not. It's, oh, hold on. What's? Oh, ABC, ABC rifles, ABC tactical, something like that. I got one of those, and I had a pistol like AR, Freedom Tactical, FX9, but I got rid of that guy because the 300 Blackout's cool, but it's like a cool round. It's cool, you know. If I'm going to build something for like coolness, I'd probably just do one that takes 7.62. Or you know, I don't. For me, if when I buy something like that, it's like I get something that's So I'll get 9 mil. I'll get 22. I'll get 7. You know, not, I'll get like rounds you can find easily, because like 300 Blackout when COVID hit went away. Same with what's the other ones that went out. Oh, so that went out. What's the one? What's the one? There's another name. There's another bullet. It's kind of like a 300 Blackout that I'm trying to think of. I can't think of the name. It's it'll come to me. It'll come to me. Yeah, yep. I really want to. Is a Springfield St. Victor, I think it is. Shoots the 308. You got 10 round mags. Shooting 10 of them suckers would be ridiculous. What was the other one I'm trying to think of? There's another round I'm trying to think of. I can't think of it. It's it's gonna drive me insane now. Alright, what else did I have to do? So I got those made. That's made. Cut out my Ohio now. That's what I can do. Because I need to stain that black. Creedmoor. What is it? 6. Sounds right. I'm blanking. I'm dying. Got a tumor. 6.5 Creedmoor? Is that it? That's one I want to build. I think that's the right. I think that's right. Might be wrong. I don't know. I'll tell you what I'm about to make though. Is yeah, the 6.5. That's yeah. What is the name of it? I'm gonna make a stand for my. Yeah, exactly. If I'm gonna do something cool, I'm gonna do one of those. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna make a stand for my bulletproof vest to go on, and I'm gonna put like a cool saying and stuff. Right? 6.5. Yeah. That's what I want to make. But it's like same with that. That went away. I couldn't find that. So I've got my like bases covered. I got my shotgun. I got my AR. The one thing I don't have is a hunting rifle. Is a larger caliber. Like the largest I have is a 223. So let's count the slug. So I do need to give me a hunting rifle, but other than that, I have got 22, all that stuff, ready to go. So I've got like all my bases covered. Let me get my blades here. High precision. Oh, but anyways. Yeah, I've got a. It's a GSG 16. It looks like a MP5 clone. It's a little plinker. It's got a little stock. I got a little red dot on it, but I've got 110 round drum mags for it. So you just sit there, and just roast away. I got that for my wife because I was like, well, if anything ever happens, I don't want her to have to reload, so fuck that up. And two, if she ever has to give me cover fire, she just sit there, you know, do whatever she gotta do while I do what I gotta do, you know. Oh, for sure. That's pretty cool. I have never killed anything with my 22. Not yet. It's all been like target practice. What am I looking for? I'm losing my mind. Cut Ohio out of this board here. Then use rest of it for my my sled for my table saw. Alrighty. Yeah, I get that. I mean, it sounds like a ton of fun. I grew up out kind of in the country, but I was also like a skater since I was 8, so that stuff was fun being in the woods, but I also really enjoyed concrete and my skateboard. Pretty sure there's an owl outside. I went to trade school for building trades, so construction, and I was the skinny jeans, tight band t-shirt, swooped hair, with 11-inch shit kickers on, you know, my boots, my slip-ons on, and tell you what, one time, they were calling all of our whole class to the office so they could search them because we all had cans of dip on us, and I had like 11 cans of dip shoved in my boots one day because I was the last one to get called down because I didn't look like I dipped, which I did. And I eventually had to take my boots off and hide all the cans of dip somewhere, which I did, and I got called down and searched as well, but. picked up? Is coyotes out there making noise or what? Oh yeah? How old are you? For me, we had PacSun, so $60 jeans that came with pre-made rips for you. But I just about the crotch sitting there, skating. But that was the look. And I look good. Nothing like a brand new blade. Oh, no, see, I'm 33, so same thing. Same thing. Oh yeah, yeah. I get that. Oh man. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of skinny jeans when they first came out, but I look good in tight jeans, so. There we go. Excited to get this sign going. Right? Well, I don't live in those. Gotta do my squiggly ass Ohio. It's not too bad. It's coming along. Almost there. So I go back this way a little bit. And I made it so it wasn't as aggressive as it normally is, so. There we go. Gonna drop it. Got it. Almost dropped it. Yeah, I gotta do a little bit more, but look at that. the only time I've ever been to Indiana besides passing through was for a concert for one of my favorite bands. Yeah. Old Ohio. Smells like dirty turtle water here. That's what we say about where I grew up. Too. Paspa. One of my favorite bands is from Indiana, so. Oh, it's getting a red heart. It's gonna get a red heart right there. It's gonna get a heart in there. It's gonna be all black with a red heart in there for the center of Ohio. Yeah, one of my favorite bands, they're called Haste the Day. They're from there. They had a reunion show years ago because they broke up. So I went and saw them, and then I got rear-ended, and they ran. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard any of those. What's that big theater that looks like a palace almost, like fancy looking? It's like one of the big spots there. I went and saw them there. They're a hardcore band. Yeah, I mean, probably it. I don't remember what it's called, but that's where I went and saw. It said Haste the Day, Haste, the Day. They're a Christian, like, hardcore band. And they broke up before I was, like, old enough to really go watch them. Egyptian, that's it, yeah. That's the one. I saw them there at, what year was that? Was that 2013? Yeah, 2013. I went and saw them there, and on my way back to the hotel, me and my buddy, my then girlfriend, now wife, and his wife, driving back, stopped at a stoplight, a red light, at like 1 in the morning. Dude blasted into us and just took off. Pissed me off. I couldn't get through the little sliding window, or I would have probably caught him. They saw my favorite band ever for the first time, and then get rear-ended, and they hit and run. Kind of put a damper on the whole trip. There we go. Look at this. Yeah. It left a bad taste in my mouth. But what are you gonna do? But yeah, Haste the Day, they've been doing shows and they're like local for the past couple years now. I don't know if they're trying to come back or what, but they've been doing a lot of local shows. They never come to Ohio though. I wish they would. Yeah, I agree with that. The person that rear-ended us, passed a cop like a mile down the road, and we're like, "Hey, don't you have a dash cam? Like, you got their license plate?" It's like, "Nope, our dash cam's broken. Can't afford it." It's like, "Oh, okay, sure." I don't know if he didn't want to do his job or if that was for real, but they didn't give a shit. Make it so you can see my beautiful Ohio getting all stained up. Yeah, I like Ohio. Ohio or Maine might be. I've never been to Maine, but it sounds really nice. So I've been looking at houses in Maine because you can get a house pretty cheap. You get land with it. Big old. I was seeing houses like 3,600 square foot homes with like 5 acres for less than $400,000. So I've been looking at houses there. I don't give a shit. I'll move away right now. Yeah, Georgia's one of them states too that might be nice, but my wife doesn't like the politics there, so you move there. And I don't like bugs that much, so I got a stain on my forehead. So Maine might be colder, but not too bad. That's what I said. As long as I can have guns, I can move there, you know? Sure, I moved to parts of California. I don't care. Like north, like where it's all wooded and stuff, I'd move there. I think California is beautiful. As long as I can carry a knife, which I, carry a pocket knife everywhere. As long as I can carry a knife with me and a gun if I want to, whatever. Nobody's gonna tell me in the, in the mountains or whatever, over there, in the woods that I can't have a gun with me when there's like mountain lions and all that kind of stuff and bears. Oh, that's turned out nice. Check this out. Yeah, one of my best friends growing up moved to Vallejo, which is right there at the bay. So like a ferry ride to San Francisco. Loved it. It's a beautiful place. Just the people suck. People. But the area itself is just gorgeous. But I'd love to go like Northern California. Off grid up there. Oh yeah. Nobody bug you there. Only thing is it costs so much. It's like a 1-bedroom bungalow with no electricity, no running water, no nothing. They're like $400,000, comes with 5 acres of on the side of a mountain land that you can't use unless you excavate it heavily, and then you got to make a road to get to it. Yeah, some of that stuff's just insanely priced right now. I'm on Zillow way too much, looking at houses that I can't afford. Oh yeah, I've only passed through that area. I've never been like hung out there, but it's beautiful. I mean, it's all beautiful. It's just the people suck. Well, I think there's too many people in one area. But if I would not have gotten with my wife when I did, like my senior year of high school, I would have moved to California right after I had enough money to, and stayed there. My brother did for a while. Lived there right now, just next to Napa Valley, in between Napa and Oakland. Beautiful area. It looks like a pizza. Ohio State pizza. Hey, sir, want some more Ohio pizza? I don't even want to wait till this thing dries. I want to put it on my, I want to put it on the side. But I want to glue Sap Shop onto this too. And look at that, it's got a knot right there in the middle of it. Yeah, it's either really angry liberals or dirty hippies. I don't like hippies, like dirty ones that stink. Check that out. You got a little knot right there in the middle. Alright, so we got that. I'm gonna grab my letters. I gotta finish my letters up too. Yeah, hippies is gross. 1 second, the sawdust is killing me. Alright, all better. Yeah, hippies drive me insane. And it's not even like they think they're hippies from like the 60s and they're nothing like that. What do I need? I need my letters. There they are. They're not the same breed of hippies. I got my letters now. I'm gonna put, let's see what you guys think of this. See what you think of this. Let me get my letters. I gotta sand these guys up and do my ego. There it is. So this might be backwards for you. I gotta sand these guys up, but we're just looking at it right now to see what we like, what we think. I gotta cut the inside out of this P and this O, which I'll probably do now. Check this out. The Sap Shop. I know it's backwards, but you get the idea. That kind of configuration. I'll make it so it's all straight and nice. And I'm going to go ahead and use a thin piece of wood to raise them up so they're not just directly on there. They're a little raised. I think that looks so cool. So I need to get 3 pieces of wood that are thin. I can make into, I know what I'm using. Might need to trim it down a little bit. Got some of this stuff here. Yeah. So I think this is long enough. So I'm gonna stain this black so I can probably rip it down a little bit more. And I'm just gonna do just a spacer board just so those are raised off of the Ohio just a little bit. I think that would really look cool. Give it more depth looking and yeah. Yeah, I'll get a picture put up so you guys can actually see that what it looks like. And look at that. Out of black stain. I go through this black stain so fast. I feel like I just bought a new can. We like black in this workshop. Black stain in this workshop. Probably should have wore gloves. I was flicking stain all over those bookends last night. I was trying to use a paintbrush and it wasn't working, so I just put my fingers in there and flicking it. It was doing way better. There we go. This is what makes me happy, this kind of creative. Like I got kind of an idea what I want to do. I was like, okay, I know I'm gonna do Ohio. I know I want it to have the Sap Shop with these like gothic letters. So, but I don't have it like all mapped out, like 100%. Then my wife made me the logo yesterday, so. So that's gonna look real good. Let me grab that logo. And it's gonna have this sitting there too. So that's gonna be on there. Then I gotta figure out some other stuff I want to put on there to really stand out. Just don't know what yet. Not a clue, because I don't really feel like putting saw blades or, like, I get it's a workshop, but I don't need to be generic, you know? So, oop, let that dry, let that dry. Black on my face. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a new video coming out making those where I turned $6 worth of wood into 50. Gotta work on that. Ooh, you know what I can do is push that away. And then I need to cut this guy down to the right side so I can start making my my cross-cut sled. Get the instructions. Way down. 24 by 17. So we got 24 this way. We need 17 right there. Johnson! Where'd you go, Johnson? Damn it, Johnson! There it is. This is Johnson T-square the 4th. Because it's a T-square and it's 4 foot. And it's made by Johnson, whatever this is. Damn it, Johnson! I said have those reports on my desk by noon, and it's 1:30 and I don't see reports. I'll probably just toss this guy. Maybe I won't. No, I won't toss it in there. Now I got some Haste Today stuck in my head. Perfectly straight. Like a professional did it. Almost like a professional did it. Alright, what else is what we got to do? So we got a piece of wood. Do not feel the power drill. You know what I never use is some CA glue. I need to get some CA glue. So, the rest of it needs to be done on my table saw. I've never made a sled before for my table saw. This is exciting. We're unlocking new stuff we can do on a woodworking wise. So this needs to be set like 12. On my own. Yeah, I was looking. I think I ordered some. I was trying to find something like Home Depot or something. I didn't see any. So, but I was looking at a bunch of it. Maybe too much. So what is the difference between super glue and CA glue? That's what I was wondering. But everybody seems to use it. I think it like dries instantly, right? Like super quick. And it's called CA glue, or is it called something different? So there's that. So I'm putting these guys in here. And then it says I'm gonna put some super glue on this. And then push my board down on it. So they're all lined up like perfectly. I do have super glue. Where'd it go? There it is. See, I got this stuff, the super glue. Oh yeah, that's right. You spray an activator on it, so it's like adding a hardener to it. So I'm gonna put some dabs of this Gorilla Glue on here. And I'll probably just leave a weight on it overnight, just to make sure it's good. And I'll pull it off here and I'll add screws to it. And I will have a part of a crosscut sled ready to go. So you can see what I'm doing. So I got these lined up at the edge, kinda. There we go, the edge. And then I'm going to line this up the edge as well. There we go. And what I'm going to do is grab something heavy and put it on here. Oh, that's heavy. I know what I got. Oh. There's one. That, and I got a hunk of oak I can toss on here too. One thing I'm really excited about building is I don't have a carpentry mallet or hammer, so I'm excited about building a carpentry mallet out of this chunk of oak. This big old chunk of oak. It's not light. Gotcha. Check at that big old chunk of oak there. I cut a piece of it off here. So I could go ahead and start cutting out cake knives and making those. That's, future projects. Future projects. Not for today. Not yet. Right? I can build some stuff. I got a 9-foot section of this. I cut a bit of it off into this rot right here. So I gotta cut that out. But I got a 9-foot section of that for my mantle that goes on my brick wall. So I cut that, made my mantle, That's why I've left over. And I was like, man, this is. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna build with this. So I'm gonna build a mallet with it. So I have my carpentry mallet. Might make multiple of those so I can sell them. And I was thinking about an end table. I don't have a really good way to mill this down though. The guy I bought it from has a mill, and he said if I ever need anything, I could go to him. So I might go bug him to rip me down slabs for it. So we'll see. He also has slabs I can just go buy. So that's the idea. But hey, I'm excited. Got that stuff drying there, so I'll have a sled I can finish building tomorrow. Yeah, I thought a wood mallet would be really nice. And I'll go buy some, probably some walnut to make pegs, or the wafers that go down to expand so it holds the head on, so it has different color and stuff. Oh man, that's nice. Yeah, I just saw somebody post the other day here local that they've got slabs, and it was like, it's like a couple bucks for a board foot. I was like, you know, it was like the slab was like $70 for like 6 foot, 3 foot wide-ish slab. Yeah, that would be nice. Some white oak with some cherry. I really like making I really like using like who doesn't like using exotic woods like African bloodwood or whatever. I use some of that, and I think that's what I have here. Is this bloodwood, or this might be no. Little chunk here for this handle on this knife. Yep, I do need to get me a moisture meter because people cut these slabs and they look beautiful. Then you get them home and they split down the middle because they weren't dried properly, and then piss you off. Every single one of these boards on this wall here. Look at these walls. All of these walls were offcuts from a mill. And the guy said they were dried. They weren't dried. So I put all of these boards on this walls, and within like 2 weeks, I had gaps. It's everywhere. Every single board was gaps. So I had to take it all off and put it all back. So, and I had to deal with twisting and stuff. Yep. Yeah, because if it's air dried, it's gonna be like 2 years if it's done properly, is what I've heard. For like certain, depending on how big it is. Kiln dried is completely different, and yeah, I need to get me a moisture meter for sure if I get into that stuff. Yep, and it just ruins your finish. Yeah, that's you got to know what you're talking about when you're doing what you do. Is this getting into some slabs and stuff? You have to know. That's for sure. Let's see what else I need for this. Like that. I'm gonna do some 2x4s for tomorrow. I don't think I have any. But look at that little spider nest sitting on my stuff. Dude, I don't know this little jumping spider thinks he is. Get out of here. My house. I hate when bugs come in here. Like, I know it's a shed, I get it. My shed. You know, touch my stuff like that. You better pay rent, dude. Okay. Touch my stuff. There's that. Thank you. It's gotta be always evolving. If it gets stagnant in here, it's probably because I'm dead. No, it's always changing. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen in here. Did you see my my shelf over here? I think I showed it to you last time. My new shelf. Yep, nope. It's gotta change. And thank you. Yeah. So I went ahead and made this shelf because I had wood racks on this wall behind me, and they were twisting, and they were just junk ones from Amazon for like $40. So now I'm adding in my sign that I'm building. That's gonna go right here, and then on the sides of it, French cleats, so I can start putting some tools on this wall. So when you first walk in, you're like, it's a woodworking shop. Like, instantly, you don't even have to know. This shed has secrets. Check that out. That's what's going to be on my sign there. I got to finish cutting those guys out. So I don't know if I should get my scroll saw out, or I should probably glue my Ohio where I want it to go. Probably going to do that because I'm super impatient with it right now because it looks so cool. The nature bomb. Yeah, there's just, well, you got plants everywhere or just slabs of wood absolutely everywhere. There we go. We're gonna glue this guy up. Nothing wrong with that. It means you've been busy, right? Look at that. I'm gonna slather glue on this guy. But first, I need to get my sign up here and clean it off. That big guy. Got a metal frame. My fingerprint in it when I was when I was painting it. Whatever. There's my base right there. I just swept earlier and then it's kind of like shoved over here. Kind of just shoved over there into the corner right now because I was gonna make more. Let's put it back a little bit further so you see what's happening. You can feel the carcinogens in here. It's in the air. Exactly. It's it'll be all right. I'm not stressed out about it. I want it to be beautiful, but I'm not gonna sit here and get pissed off. It's not perfect. That's kind of not who I am. And I do want to make sure it's square. I'm gonna toss it on here, kind of see where I want it, and then I'll measure it, mark it here so it's square to the frame. So it's not, you don't walk in, it's like crooked. That pissed me off so bad. I think right about there. That's how that's gonna look right there. Then the sign's gonna be a little redundant. It's gonna say the Sap Shop here and on the Ohio, but this is like my logo. This is what we do here. I got it tattooed to my shin. Not just because it's woodworking. I got it tattooed to my shin because I got this symbol is the tattoo I got from my kids. Let's see. There we go. Then I'll have the Sap Shop on here. kind of what I've come up so far. I want to make it a little bit more dynamic than this, but I think we're off to a good start. The Ohio is right where I want it, so I'm gonna mark that guy out. Glue time. And now you know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be up all night thinking about how I want to make the rest of this. This is kind of like the beginning of it. So I want it to be different, artistic, and just overall bad ass. Not normal, like, oh, I gotta cut out of the saw blade. There's a hammer in there. We don't need none of that. Everybody knows that's what you use. We know what basic tools look like. Seen that shit our whole lives. You're gonna suggest a saw blade? Well, I already told you how I felt about that, didn't I? Yeah, there's a million people with saw blades on their woodworking sign. Yeah, it's a tool. We get it. I just want something different, but I also want to be. I'm like inner turmoil with this because I've been trying to figure out exactly. 1 second here. Pause. Speech for concentration. That's it. That's it. The height looks good. Yep. We're there. Now I need more heavy shit. We're out of heavy stuff. Might run to my gym real fast and grab a 25-pound weight. Here we go. A piece of cardboard. I don't want to scratch it up. So styrofoam, and then my Home Depot mechanic set. That'll do. Yeah, you gotta have the big hexagon on there. I'll hold it. Yeah, see? Oh, the stain cans? Yeah, but maybe put rings on there. I think this will work. I also got a full gym full of plates that are rubber. So I can always go grab my some plates too. Alrighty. Now that my workspace is thoroughly taken up, what do I got next? Got those. My bases might be ready to glue those up. This is once. I don't think you guys look this way often, do you? Right. So my wife made this today. So I gotta do a stem for it. Oh, and started making some of these. I gotta put a strap on there for kids' toys. These that need sanded. See, I got more bookends. They need sanded down, then stained black as well. But I think these guys are about ready for me to drill the screw holes, and then I can go ahead and mount. I might have to go wash my hands because I'm getting black all over this. Yep. I'm gonna be right back because I need to go wash my hands and grab something to drink. So, I'll be right back. Listen to the lovely sounds of nature. Oh, the crickets, they're so lovely. Alrighty. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Did you miss me? I know. Too much sometimes. Alright. I need some bits. Some nail bits. Some Interesting bits. Oh. They're a lost cause. I never see them again to say bye. Yeah. That's what we call dumb friends. They do dumb stuff. My brother did that. I'd be like, oh man, that sucks. Bye. Oh no, this sucks for you. I'm so warm in my bed right now because I didn't go to Chicago. Right? You do dumb stuff, you get, I mean, just... Yeah, that's, there's a reason I have very few friends. If you add drama to my life, go away. If you don't care to, like, reach out to me or hang out with me unless it, like, benefits you anyway, go away. I don't talk to a lot of people. I also open my mouth a lot, and some people don't like that. I talk a lot, and I don't really have too much of a filter. But that's what I do. Well, yeah, some people do dumb stuff. And sometimes you gotta help them out, but too old for that crap. I'm not supposed to be drinking pop. I got like 5 Pepsis left, so who else is gonna drink them? little glue booger. What I'm gonna do is, so I drilled that hole. Well, I drilled those. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of let this sit and I'm gonna let that dry. And then once it's glued down and good to go, I'll flip it over and add some screws into it. Right? I'm gonna die pretty soon. I'm like 33. I'm like Half-Life right now. Gotta enjoy it a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm probably dying pretty soon, so we'll just say it's alright. And my wife, I went inside, she's like, did you cut this out for me? No, I didn't cut this out for you. So I guess I gotta cut out some little ghost. Where'd it go? Where they at? Over here. From my vintage Halloween box, she kind of took it over, but I just gotta cut out this little simple shape. So. I'm gonna go to Home Depot tomorrow. I got a job, so I got soccer games in the morning. But after that, I got a job, like, down the street from the hardware store. So I'm gonna stop in there, and if they got it, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick me up some CA glue. I wonder if there's a brand, like a specific brand I should get. But I'm definitely gonna give me some because it would come in so much. It would come in handy just like right now. It'd be so nice. And I need more wood. And then check this out. This is the best part. This is the best part of these. So I'm gonna bring it down to this bookends level. So you got the Berserk bookend. And either I'm gonna get a wood dowel and stain it black, but I did order clear ones. You got a bay lid. That's part of the story. And that's gonna chill right here. It's in a hover. It's have a dowel that goes into it, into the base, and it's gonna chill here. So you're gonna have this very cool bookend. These creepy looking guys. My brother's printing me off a bunch of these right now so I can make them into necklaces, because that's some people kind of what they are. So, and Christmas ornaments. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, the mouth's all shiny and stuff. Got an eye in there. But it's in a hover right here. And like this is like a huge part of the story. So if you know, you see this, you'd be like, oh my God. So that's the plan with those. And that's gonna be like the whole look of the bookends I'm working on right now, is those bay lids. I got stain on the side of my head. Those guys. I told my wife, so my wife made this one. Really cool. And I made this one. So I'm gonna make 3 more of those ones. I've got 3 of these, and we got a thing coming up, an event coming up. My first event that I really went to. Me too, but we're gonna see which one sells better, and then we'll go with that. So yeah, I hope they sell. I got a few more things to put into play here with because I got a ton of I'm gonna be selling candles. This is gonna be a big thing, so I need to get wood tomorrow because I'm gonna make some display shelving. I got an idea for some display shelving, super easy to put together. But display shelving you can put together and it'll be like tiers, kind of like a Christmas tree almost, of tiers, and then you can take it all down and put it up whenever you need to. So it's an idea. For one, I need a display shelf for my candles. 2, it'll be a really good way if I make it work out the way I want and sell them. There we go. So there's those 2. Yeah, I think so. I think it gets some. Yep, I got a spray poly down there. So as soon as these are all put together, I'm gonna spray them. It'll be perfect. So we're on the same wavelength. Yeah, they need a little bit of something on there to seal them up. Yeah, so cool. I got those 2. I need to make some more bases, but it'll be alright. And then since I got another apple done, gotta do the same thing with a base and the Death Note. And then we got an apple done. Like I said, all I have to do is add this stem, but I can glue everything up. And then tomorrow I can shoot nails into everything once it's all dry. So just cooking tonight. Productivity. Is the name. If we had to give tonight a title, it would be that. I put the glue back like an idiot. Well, I got this is a 12 volt. M12. You got the if I can use this M12, I use this. I use the Milwaukee M18 all day for work. But when I'm in the workshop here, I'll use that, or I got my 18 volt Makita drill and driver is what I've been using. And then when I'm out, like tomorrow I got a job, DeWalt is what I use when I am doing construction. I do like those. I was thinking about getting the Bosch, but I like the jackets that the M12 have, so I got two. I got a jacket for me, and I got one for my wife. I take the M12 batteries, and they're just so cheap. So, this thing is. Look, I got duct tape on the handle. I need to get another impact. I've got the impact. I've got this kind of impact. A drill. I got the ratchet. I got the saws all over there. And then I got another drill. What is it, chuck? Like normal chuck. So. I was gonna get the Dremel too. Yeah, the 18-volt Makita. That's why I really don't use it for, like, I'm just doing very small stuff. It's just this is perfect. I was thinking about doing a video about this versus the M18, like, for price and depending on what you're doing. This is kind of like all the drill you need. It's got different speeds right here. The battery life's good, and it tells you right there. And these batteries are crazy cheap. Like, you can get like 4 of these batteries for one of the, maybe not 4. You get 2 of these batteries for a price of one M18. So. Yep. When I'm doing cabinets or building furniture, just put it on one right there. It's super easy. There's so much stuff. Yeah, that's the best time to do it. Because you can, they'll sell like a drill and a driver or a whole kit for less than $300-400. Why not? Where did I put it? I just have the glue. Walked over here, didn't grab the glue. Yeah, I definitely think if I was going to start out, like if I was not doing any kind of construction besides like normal house shit and woodworking, boom, I'd get this, the M12. There's no need to have the bigger drill. There's really no need unless you are doing bigger stuff. I put down deck boards with this. I carry this until my batteries are all dead, and then I'll grab the bigger drill. That, I will say, that's my favorite drill right there. Like I said, I use an M18 Milwaukee every day for work. And I think they have the worst chucks out of all of them. Maybe not like Craftsman, but like between Makita, DeWalt, and like Ryobi, I think the Milwaukee M18 chucks go bad fast. And they're easy to replace, but it's still annoying. There we go. We got 3 bookends gluing up. I think we're going to do this one like that. And we're going to have this apple gluing up. Like that. Bam. Just kicking woodworking's ass tonight. Oh, yeah. For me, I was getting sick of taking tools from here to my truck or from my truck to here when I was doing remodels and all that stuff. So I was like, no, there are tools for the workshop. Now, the brad nailer and the framing nailer, that's kind of different because, $400 each kind of thing, $300-400 each plus the batteries. They're expensive as shit. I don't have 2 of them. But everything else, I have shop tools. They stay in my workshop. Rarely do they go out. Now I've got the rigid pack out system in my truck with all the tools I need to go do that crap. Right? One day for me, it's going to happen. All my tools will be in here. I'll have them on this wall over here. That's the goal. One day. Hey, if I like my job, I like working it and doing it. They fired me or something happened where I didn't have a job no more. Oh no. Oh no! No, I'd come out here and I'd kick ass. Door dashing, side jobs, and in this little tiny woodworking shop. That's what would happen. Yeah, if I didn't have 5 kids, I would be doing this. I'd live in this. I'd live in this. That would be my loft I sleep in. That would be my loft that holds all my shit, and then woodworking, and everything would be dusty all the time. But I do have a bunch of kids, and I have to be a responsible adult. So, what are you gonna do? Alrighty. Well, my phone just blinked 10% battery, and it is 11:30. I gotta be up by 7. So I'm probably gonna call it tonight. I will have a new video, that is a promise, up this weekend, and probably some shorts. And I'm gonna be very consistent with my videos from this point on, as long as I don't have any more hospital stays. Yep, I'll do that for you once I get off of here. No, I agree with you with that too. I'd like to travel too. Yep, for sure, dude. I will send you the link, and so we can start chatting on there. So, all right, guys. I'll see you later. It's nice talking to everybody. Bye.